At PhyziX PT, we work with active people with chronic injuries. Pain has been going on for months, years, sometimes decades. These types of injuries come on gradually and don't typically respond to traditional rehab methods. We solve these issues by looking at the body through a nervous system lens. This just means we believe movement should happen in the background. For example, when you walk, you're not thinking about contracting your hamstring, quads, or calf muscles. This should all just work in the background, and that's controlled by your nervous system. I like to describe a treatment approach with an analogy I like to call the detour analogy. Let's say, for example, you took on a project 20 minutes away. The first day, you use a GPS, but after taking the same route a couple more times, eventually you don't need your GPS. You get in your car, and 20 minutes later, you're there on autopilot. That's how the body should move. But one day, there's a detour that took you down to a bunch of potholes and traffic. Now it took you 40 minutes to get to the same destination. You follow the same path a couple more times, eventually this becomes your new normal. This is how we think your body is moving in the present day. For example, you might have hurt your ankle 15 years ago and you had to limp for a couple days. That fundamentally changed your movement pattern and default posture in an unconscious way. That's your first detour. Then maybe a few years after that, you hurt your shoulder and now you were in a sling for a month and that also altered the way you move, and that's another detour. Then finally, you overdid in the gym, you hurt your knee, and now you squat and lunge differently. Now there's another detour. The way you're moving around right now is an accumulation of all these detours you've taken over the course of your lifespan. But let's say you're ready to go down that 40-minute path, but instead you found a shortcut that got you there in just 15 minutes. It's more pleasant, more efficient, and faster. Your nervous system is really good about taking up pathways that's more efficient as long as we know it exists. So you take that 15-minute path over and over again until that becomes your new default. All of this to say is that when we treat your body, we're going to look at where you feel your pain, but what we're really interested in is how does everything work together. And when we can rehab your body holistically, we find that people move better with less pain in a very short amount of time. And all these changes happen naturally, so the results actually will be long-lasting. Okay, this all sounds great, but what does it actually look like in practice? Every new client starts with a full evaluation. We begin with a movement screen, and we're looking for clues. Are there certain movements that feel uncomfortable? Are there movements that look or feel awkward compared to what we expect from a well-functioning body? Then we run through a series of strength tests. We want to see if certain body parts are doing too much work or if others aren't doing enough. From there, we give your body a small detour. That might be some hands-on treatment, or it might be some specific exercises. For example, if you come in with back pain and we discover your left foot is part of the problem, we may treat that left foot. Then we retest. We go back to the same movement from earlier and look for a new set of clues. Did that painful movement suddenly feel more comfortable? Did that awkward motion suddenly feel smoother? Once we see a change like that, that tells us we're on the right track. Now we have a clearer picture of what's actually driving the pain. From there, we build a strategy that helps your body move without pain that feels effortless and natural. This approach has helped thousands of our clients who tried traditional rehab and didn't get the result they were hoping for. If you've never been evaluated with this level of attention, book your evaluation with us today and discover what your body has been missing. Because when you move better, you can truly live life without limits.